guys, it's Miss Clark. I hope you guys are having a good day. Today is Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020, and we are doing the math lesson, which is Module 9.1. So you should have these pages already, these pages already in your packet, and let's get started. So our I can statement is I can draw hands on a clock and write time on a clock to the nearest 5 minutes. Okay, so let's look at our number talk. So we have 16 plus 30. Okay, so if you got 46, you are correct. Give yourself a pat on the back. All right, next one, 16 plus 40. Okay, if you got 56, you are correct. Give yourself a pat on the back. All right, now last one, 16 plus 50. Okay, if you got 66, you are correct. Give yourself another pat on the back. All right, so here's our word problem, and I would like for you to solve this in your in your remote notebook. Okay, so it says Jimmy invited 17 friends to his family cookout. 76 people came to the cookout. So how many people came that were not invited by Jimmy? Okay, so this one's kind of tricky. So first of all, it says that Jimmy invited 17 friends, okay, to his family cookout, but 76 people came to the cookout. So now we're going to have to do what? Let's see what the problem is. So we have 17 plus something equals 76. So we have to figure out what is missing. So I'm going to draw a number line down here, and you can solve it any way you want to, but I'm going to use a number line. So we have 17, so that's our starting number. And then we have 76 is our ending number. So now we have to figure out how many hops it takes to get from 17 to 76. So let's count by tens. So we have 27, that's one 10, 37 is another 10. We have 47, which is another 10. We have 57, which is another 10. And then we have 67. Now, if we do another 10, it's going to be 77. So that's too many. So now we have to count. Maybe we could do 5. 67 plus 5 is 72. And then 73, 74, 75, 76. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 5 right here. And then we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. So it looks like 59 is our answer. All right. So let me know what kind of strategy you used to solve. All right. So go ahead and write that down. All right. Now let me erase. All right. And let's keep going. So, hello. Not responding. Do this. No. Can't get the slide to move forward. That's not helpful. All right, so the next part of our lesson is Module 9, Lesson 1, which is tell and write time to the 5 minutes, to the nearest 5 minutes. So now let's look at our page. So it says, are you ready? Well, you should be. All right, so it says complete these problems to review prior concepts and skills you will need for this module. So you're going to use a clock, which is right in front of you, so you're going to write the time. Okay. So what time is that? Okay, so that's 4 o'clock. I'm not sure if you guys have these or not, but we can use this as a review. All right, so what about this one? What time is this? Okay, if you said 10 o'clock, you are correct. And remember, if you need more time, you can always pause the video. All right, so time to the hour. Write the time shown on the clock. Now we have to actually write it in here. So what time is this? All right. You said 7 o'clock. You are correct. So you do 7 o'clock like that. So 7 o'clock. This is called a colon, and it separates the hour from the minutes. Okay. So go ahead and write that down if you have the page. If you don't have the page, don't worry about it. Okay. All right. So let me erase. And then let's keep going. So down at the bottom, we got one more, and then we're moving on to the next page. So now we're going to write the time shown on the clock, and it's time to the half hour. So is it 12 o'clock yet? No. So we know that it's still 11, right? So let's count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Woo! Okay, so it's 11:30. Okay. All right, so go ahead and write that down if you have this page. If you don't have it, then you can just practice along with me. All right, next page. Here we go. All right, so now we're at lesson 1, tell and write time to 5 minutes. So I can draw hands on a clock and write time on a clock to the nearest 5 minutes. So it says, how can you show the times Ella is busy? All right, well, let's look at our word problem. It says, we're going to draw the hour and minute hands to show the time on an analog clock. So Ella leaves school on the bus at 3 o'clock. Okay. So 3 o'clock is the first one. Ella arrives at home at 3:30, and then Ella eats a snack at 4 o'clock. So we have 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock. Okay. So let's see if we can remember that. All right. So now we have to draw it on the clock. So when it's 3 o'clock, you always have the big hand pointing to the clock, to the 12, and then the little hand pointing to the hour. So you have 3 ... o'clock. All right. Then the next one was 3:30. So we're going to still have the little hand kind of pointing at the 3, and then 30 is the 6, because if you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right? You count by fives. So it's 3 ... 30. Just like that. All right, last one, she ate the snack at 4 o'clock. Okay, so remember, the big hand goes where? Okay, should go up here at the 12, and then the little hand, the hour hand, should go at the 4. So then you write it the same way you did the 3 o'clock, except with the hour. So 4 ... o'clock. That's how I remember it. Okay, so go ahead and fill this in on your page. Go ahead and pause it. All right, so let's move on. Next one, build understanding. Daniel eats breakfast at the same time each morning. So if the hour hand is pointing to the 7 and the minute hand is pointing to the 11, what time does Daniel eat breakfast? All right, so then it says write the number of minutes that have passed when the minute hand points to each number on the clock. So now we know it's a 7, right? So they've already got it started. They've got 5, 10, 15. What are you counting by? 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I know that's terrible too. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and you keep going until you run out of lines. 55, 60, or 0, because there are no more minutes past the hour. So it says count by fives until you reach 11. How many minutes have passed? Okay, so let's see. Looks like it was 55 minutes past the hour. So you're going to write 55. Then it says there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. All right, so write that down. Okay, let's keep going. Then it says, look at the clock hands. Write the time that Daniel eats breakfast. All right, so we just discovered that. Actually, it's not at 7 yet, so technically it's still 6:55. Yes, those are beautiful fives. All right, then it says, turn and talk, so someone around you. How many minutes after the hour is it when the minute hand points to the 7? All right, so if you look at the 7, So let's see. We got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 7:30 or 35 minutes, right? So 35 minutes past the hour. All right, don't forget you can pause to get these answers. All right, let's keep going. All right, so the manatees at the aquarium are fed more than once a day. The clock shows one of the times they are fed. Draw the hands on to show the time the manatees are fed. So now you've got 3:20. So we know the little hand points to the 3. No, that's kind of squiggly. And then the big hand points to the 20 because this is 5, 10, 15, 20. Ta-da! I know that's kind of messy, but I think you guys get the idea. All right, so then the next section, check understanding. All right, so you're going to solve these on your own. So the clock shows when Becca has hockey practice. Look at the time, draw the hands to show the same time. So it's 11:45, draw 11:45. All right, look at the clock hands and write the time. So you've got this one, and you have this one. Okay, don't forget to pause it so you can look at them. All right, next one, next page. All right, on your own, that one is on page 210. So it says, look at the time, draw clock hands to show the same time. So the clock shows when Dean wakes up. So that says 7:10. So you draw it. The clock shows when Bella eats dinner, 6:30. So you're going to draw 6:30. All right. Then it says, look at the clock hands, write the time. So you have to tell the time and write it in here. Now remember, you're going to have colons right here, which are 2 dots, one on top of the other to separate the hour and the minutes. So you've got this clock, you have this clock, you have this clock. All right, last one. You ready? What can I do to become a better learner? That's just a little reflection question. I'd recommend doing it. It's pretty simple. You just reflect on what you can do to become a better learner. All right, so I hope you guys are having a great day. And if you have any questions, shoot us an email for today's lesson. And if you don't have any, then that's cool. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.